Power of attorneys. Here are 3 things to have in mind, or maybe that you should know about power of attorneys. First, let's start with what's a power of attorney. A power of attorney is a legal document that says, I appoint this person to act on my behalf. I give this person the authority to do something that I would otherwise be able to do. And the number one question would be about power of attorneys. When is it effective? So that's number one. A power of attorney is effective either immediately, and if that's the case, it should specifically say so. This power of attorney is effective immediately. So if you have a power of attorney and you're not sure if it's available, if it works now or not, read it and see if it says it's effective immediately. Or if it's not effective immediately, usually it's triggered by some event, most likely by incapacity. If you are unable to make decisions, who determines if you are incapacitated? Again, the document should say so. Usually 2 licensed physicians say that you are unable to make decisions. So as a quick recap, number 1, when is a power of attorney effective? Either immediately or upon incapacity. Maybe it could be that it's effective, it specifically says so, this power of attorney is effective between January 1st, 2021 and December 31st, 2022, or something like that. Then of course it's effective during that period of time. Sometimes, and this brings me into the second point, powers. Sometimes a power of attorney can be limited not by time, but by the type of powers you're giving the person. It could be that I want this person to be able to sell my Florida house, and that's it. Or it could be an unlimited power, a general power of attorney, where the person you appoint in the document can do whatever they have to do. Basically anything and everything that you can do, they would be able to do, unless you restrict them, unless you take some of the powers away. For example, I don't want my power of attorney to be able to get a loan in my name, or to sell some property, or to buy, or they cannot manage my investments because I already have someone to do that. But it's very important that the document specifically says so. This is what I want them to do, this is what I don't want them to do, and that's the second point, powers. Number 1, when it's effective. Number 2, what kind of powers they have. It's all within the document. If you already have one, be sure to read it and make sure you're comfortable with the powers you're giving someone. If you don't have one, that's something that you would talk to an attorney or to the person who's helping you with that. Number 3, it's a quick one. When does the power of attorney terminate? It usually terminates, all power of attorneys terminate upon death. So when you die, the power of attorney dies, because you're giving someone the ability to act on your behalf. When you die, you can no longer act, nor can your power of attorney, the person you designated in the document. But it can also terminate if you put, as we talked about with effectiveness, if you have a specific timeline for it. If it starts being effective January 1st, it terminates on December 31st, then of course it terminates on December 31st, not necessarily upon your death. So it could be either or. The power of attorney is a very, very important document. It's very important that you have one, because if you become unable to make decisions, or if you need someone to help you with things, you have to have it in writing. The alternative of not having a power of attorney is an adult guardianship proceeding if you are incapacitated. If you have capacity and you can do things, of course you don't need a power of attorney. But if you cannot do things, and someone needs to access your bank accounts to pay your mortgage, or someone needs to make medical decisions, the alternative again is filing for guardianship, going in front of a judge and going through that process. It's a lot more expensive. You lose control over who applies, as opposed to with a power of attorney, you designate, I want my daughter to be my power of attorney. If she cannot do it or predeceases me, then I want my cousin or whomever you have in your life that you trust to follow your wishes and to not misuse your assets. I hope this helps. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get other educational videos. Check through the many ones we already have recorded and posted, and email me if you have any questions or if you have a topic in mind that you would like to see addressed. Thank you for watching.